We are going to be talking about box and whisker plots for section 3.3. This figure that you're looking at right now, it's in your book. It is the box and whisker plot for calories in vanilla flavored ice cream bars. A box and whisker plot requires utilizing a 5-number summary. And the 5-number summary includes the lowest value or the minimum, which would be this 111. It's at the bottom of the whisker. These are the whiskers, the lines, and this is the box in the middle. So the minimum value is 111. Quartile 1 is 182. It's the bottom of the box. The median is 221.5. It's that line that goes across the box. And quartile 3 is the top of the box at 319 calories. And the highest value, or maximum, is the tip of the whisker, which is at 439. The interquartile range will tell you the spread of the middle half of the data. And this is calculated by taking the quartile 3 value and subtracting quartile 1 value from it. So let's kind of talk about what this all means. The box tells us where the middle half of the data lies. So we see that half of the ice cream bars have between 182 and 319 calories, and the interquartile range is 137 calories. The median, which is 221.5, is slightly closer to the lower part of the box. This means that the lower calorie counts are more concentrated. The calorie counts above the median, all of this, are more spread out, indicating that the distribution is slightly skewed toward the higher values. The upper whisker, see how long it is compared to the smaller whisker, is again emphasizing the skewness towards the higher values. And that's basically what a box and whisker plot tells you. So let's go to our box plot question. Number 6, page 118. Following ordered data, and there's the values right here, 2, 5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, and 12. Find the low, Q1, medium, Q3, and high values. Then you're going to find the interquartile range and make a box and whisker plot. So I'm going to go to my data. I have already typed in a few things to get ahead. I just kind of prepared us. What you need to do is go ahead and type in all your data and put it in a column. Don't go across. It's easier just to do a column. And then you're going to type all this in too. Height 1 is going to be Q1. These are the formulas. This is how you're going to calculate them. So height 1 will be Q1, and when we know what that is, we'll plug it in right here. Height 2 is the median minus quartile 1. That's a minus sign, not a dash. And when we know what that answer is, we'll put it here. Height 3 is quartile 3 minus the median. The bottom whisker is quartile 1 minus the minimum value. The top whisker is calculated by using the maximum number and subtracting quartile 3 from it. These right here, the minimum, Q1, median, Q3, max, this is our 5-number summary that we will be plugging in some values. Before we can do anything, we are going to need to sort this data in ascending order. So click and drag. Go up to your sort button and choose ascending. You want the smallest value to be at top and the largest value to be at the bottom. That way you don't mess up your quartiles. Now, because we can see some values here, we can put in our minimum number, which is 2. Our minimum value is 2. We go down to max, and our maximum value is 12. Okay, now the median is, I'm going to click my cell right next to the word median, and I'm going to go up to my formula, and I'm going to open up the formula function bar, and I'm going to choose median, which is right here. Now, I don't want right here, but all you have to do is highlight what you want to calculate your median, so we just do that, and then hit enter. Okay, our median is 7.5. Okay, well, think about it. We have 10 numbers, so we have an even number. You're supposed to take the 2 middle numbers, which would be 7 and 8, add them together, divide by 2 to get your median, which is in fact 7.5. The best way to do this is click on the 7, choose the underline button. The underlined area kind of separates the upper half of numbers to the bottom half of numbers. So let's calculate quartile 1. Well, if you look at the numbers above the line, that's 7, 6, 5, 5, 2, that's 5 values. So the middle number, and I'm highlighting it for you, is going to be 5. The quartile 1 is the median of the upper half. That's quartile 1. That's how you calculate it. Quartile 1 is going to be the median of the upper half of numbers. And if you look, there's 2 above it and 2 below it. So our quartile 1 is 5. I can type that in, and I can also put it in here. Same thing with quartile 3. Quartile 3, you got 8, 8, 9, 10, 12. Well, if I highlight this, you can see that there are 2 numbers above and 2 numbers below. So quartile 3 value is 9. And let me X out of this. You do not want to use the quartile function in Excel because it calculates based on percentiles. So it would be looking for the 25th percentile, which is not the same as taking the median of the upper half of the data values. It calculates it pretty close, but it's not going to be accurate. So now we've got all our values here, so we can start plugging in values up here. So height 2 is going to be the median minus quartile 1, and that's going to be 2.5. And then height 3 is quartile 3 minus the median, and that is 1.5. Then your bottom whisker is going to be quartile 1 minus the minimum value, and that's going to be 3. Your top whisker is the maximum value minus quartile 3, and that happens to also be 3. Now that we have all our values plugged in, now we can start to make our box plot. The first thing you're going to do is highlight height 1, 2, and 3's values. Then you're going to go up to Charts, go to Column, and you're going to choose Stacked Column. Okay, now let me move this out of the way so we can work on it better. Notice this looks not even close to resembling a box plot. So we're going to merge them together and stack them. And the way you do this is you go up here to Switch Plot and click on it. Now, it's getting close. What we're going to look at right now is these rectangulars and the individual ones. If you go to the green rectangle and look at the very top line, at the very top, that number is 9, and what is that? Quartile 3. So the very top of this box is the quartile 3. The area separating the green and the red right in here, if you scroll over here, it's about 7.5, and that's your median. And then the line between the blue rectangle and the red rectangle, that's at 5, and that would be representing quartile 1. Okay, we are going to make our bottom whisker. So I'm going to click on the blue rectangle, okay? And we're going to go up to Chart Layout, go to Error Bars, open it up, go to Error Bars Option. Then you're going to choose minus because we're doing the bottom, and that's in the display. And then the end style, we'll leave it as cap. That's the default. But we do need to change the error amount, so we're going to choose custom and then click on specify value. Leave positive error value alone because we're not doing that one. We're doing the negative error value because we're doing the bottom. So the bottom whisker value, which is the negative error value, is 3. So I type 3 in here and click OK, and then click OK again. Now you see I'll click out of it so you can see our whisker. I have clicked on the blue rectangle because we need to make it invisible. We just want the whisker to be seen but not the blue box. So we'll go and click on it, make sure you select it, choose Format, go up to Fill, open it up and choose No Fill. Go to Line, open it up and choose No Line. Click out of it and it's more or less disappeared. There's a faint little outline, but that's okay. Let's go up here to the green rectangle, click on it, and let's do our top whisker. So we go up to Chart Layout again, Error Bars, open it up, Error Bars Options. We are now going to choose plus for the display. We're going to leave the cap in the install section, but of course we have to change the error amount to custom. We're going to specify the value. This time it's highlighted, put positive error value, and that's going to be our top whisker, which happens to be 3. Hit OK. Hit OK again. I'll click out of it. And that's a box and whisker plot on Excel. Now, we don't need the series, so you can click on it and just hit delete there. I do want to have a title, so I will go back up here to chart layout, choose chart title right over here, and I will make it a title above the chart, and I will just simply call this section 3.3 problem 6. Now, the interquartile range is Q3, which is 9, minus Q1, which is 5. So that would be 9 minus 5 is 4. So it would be 4 units. All right. And that's pretty much what you have to do. If your Excel does not work with what I've shown you, if you go to YouTube, there are so many videos that will show you how to make a box and whisker plot on Excel. That's all you have to type is box and whisker plot on Excel or box plot on Excel, and you should be able to find one that will work with your version. Okay, that's it. Thank you.